Today we're going to talk about area. You've talked about area in the past, but we're going to move on. Some of these might be a review, some of these might be new. So, first thing we're going to start off with is what is area? It's the number of square units inside a figure. It is labeled in units squared or square units. So if we're talking about the units or miles, we would say miles squared or square miles. First one we're going to start with is the area of a triangle, more specifically the area of a right triangle. So if we look at the figure, the formula is 1/2 base times height. A equals area, B equals the base, and H equals the height. So if we're looking at our shape, our base is here at the bottom, which is 8, and our height is over here on the left, which is 6. So then we can come to our formula, and we can replace the variables. We can plug in our numbers. So we would put in 8 for the base and 6 for the height. Then we work through order of operations. So starting with our parentheses, we do 8 times 6, which gives us 48, and then we multiply 48 times 1/2, or it would be the same thing as 48 divided by 2. Our answer we would get would be 24 inches squared, or 24 square inches. The next one is the area of a triangle again, only this is everything but the right triangle. So, once again, A is area, B is base, H is height, and our formula is the same, 1/2 base times height. For this one, our base, once again, is at the bottom, and our height goes from the top of the triangle to the bottom. So, you see that being shown with a dotted line. So, same as the last one, we come in and we use our formula, 1/2 base times height, and we plug in for our base, which is 6, and for our height, which is 4. Then we follow order of operations. So 6 times 4 is 24, and then we do 24 times 1/2, or 24 divided by 2, which gives us 12 inches squared, or 12 square inches. Next one is area of a parallelogram. The formula for this is area equals base times height. So, once again, if we look, our base is at the bottom, it is 5. Our height is over here, which is 4, and it goes top to bottom using that dotted line to show us. So just like with the other previous ones, you start with your formula and you replace your variables. So we replace the base with 5 and the height with 4, and then we multiply. 5 times 4 gives us 20 meters squared, or 20 square meters. Area of a quadrilateral. This is rectangles, squares, any four-sided figure. So the formula for a quadrilateral is area equals base times height, so just like our parallelogram. If we look at this one, our base is at the bottom and our height is on the side. So once again, take your formula, plug in 6 for the base, 3 for the height, and then you multiply. 6 times 3 gives you 18 centimeters squared, or 18 square centimeters. And the last one is area of a trapezoid. The formula for a trapezoid is area equals 1/2 times the height times base 1 plus base 2. So this one has a little bit more to it, but base 1 is the length of the top, base 2 is the length of the bottom. Your height, once again, is from top to bottom, noted with the dotted line, and it is 7. So start with your formula, 1/2 times the height times base 1 plus base 2. You replace your variables. So we fill in the height, which is 7. We fill in base 1, which is 5, and base 2, which is 12. Then follow order of operations. So we start with parentheses first, so we'd start with our adding. 5 plus 12 equals 17. Then we would go on to follow order of operation. So all we have left is multiplying, so you work left to right. So with that, we do 1/2 times 7, or 7 divided by 2, which gives us 3.5. And then we multiply that times 17. When we do, we get 59 5/10, or 59.5 millimeters squared, or 59.5 square millimeters. So let's practice. We're going to name each figure and find the area of each.